I just want to talk a little bit about why I'm involved, what got me into this. So, a little bit of a personal story. There's several reasons. This is one of them. I grew up in Everett. There you go, babe. Woo! Yeah. Everett High, class of '89. Youngest of 5. My mother was a homemaker. You know, she instilled values and love in us. My father, poor guy, he worked 3 jobs. And that was because he could get them, and he just kept working, and he did whatever he had to do. And they provided. They did what they had to do to get food on the table. And we had a great life. And I'm going to be honest, I think back to that, I never really went without. But when I look at it now, I realize, first of all, I realized we were broke. We had nothing. But it was that home. Not just a house, but it was that home, that foundation that my parents were able to provide for me, that was where I was able to get and really make what I am today. It helped me to build the foundation of who I am. It instilled the values in me. It was the sense of community that I had growing up in Everett and in my surrounding neighborhood. I want you to think back. Think about where you grew up. Think about that home you had, that place that you had, that you were with your family. Think about the good times, the sad times, the happy, the bad. We've had them all. But it was that fact that you had that home, that foundation that you always could rely on. You had a support system built in within the community that you lived. And that's really what brings me to housing families. You think of these families that are displaced, that are living in motels, that don't have that home, that don't have that sense of community that they can rely on. Kids that are moving from school system to school system. They don't have strong friendships. They get broken friendships. That's where housing families comes in. Now, I truly think one of the most unbelievable things in the world, everyone falls down. Everyone has a time when they're down in life. But a truly unbelievable action is that sense of somebody putting a hand out to help somebody up. You've all heard the story, that old adage of you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. That's what housing families does. The programs that we put in place, the after-school program for the children, the program for the parents, everything we do is about getting people sustainability, helping them to not only get into a home, get into a house, but make it a home. Make it something that is where they feel that they can rebuild and have pride, dignity, confidence, so that when they get through, they're able to stand on their own. And in the end, they're better citizens in our community. They're productive, and they have wonderful families. And that's what we all want. Thank you. So here's where I'm going to close out. I've met a number of just amazing people this evening. And you guys are all awesome. A round of applause for every one of you. You guys are outstanding. You're awesome. Have you ever seen a room with so many beautiful people in it? I mean, it's just great. But no, what I'm going to ask, though, is if anybody has after you go through this evening, you have an interest in the organization, you want to learn more, thinking about maybe, interest in the board, interest in one of our committees, how do you help us to do more? I'm more than happy to meet with any one of you. We can grab coffee, a beer. I'm always up for that. We can go on a run. I do a lot of those. So anytime, in all honesty, reach out. You can either connect with me this evening. I can give you my contact information, or you can get it through the organization. So on that note, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We can't thank you enough for all you do. Best wishes.